A Sikh place of worship is known as the Gurdwara. The word Gurdwara means doorway to God. Men and women normally both sit apart in the Gurdwara. Traditionally, there is no official clergy within the Sikh tradition. Over time, however, priests have become more commonplace. Many Gurdwaras employ priests to conduct services, while many others are run entirely by members of the congregation.
The answer is no. It's about 15 years ago that it used to be actually on just one floor, the ground floor, and it was demolished and rebuilt about 15 years ago. And it took 3 years to build, cost about 18 million to build. First floor is the food area, langar area. Above this is the prayer hall, and so that's how it's set up. The main funding is from Sikh donators, but also other people donated as well, allowing us to build this here. There was full cooperation from. The Gurdwara opens about 2 in the morning. People start coming in soon after that, and they start helping with the cooking for the langar, because the langar opens at 5 in the morning. So 5 in the morning till 10 at night it's open all day, 7 days a week throughout the years. There's no day the langar closes. And the sermon starts about 3:30 in the morning and again runs all day till about 8:30 in the evening, 7 days a week, every day of the year. Most are volunteers. There are some paid people here, but they keep an eye to make sure it runs properly. Like the langar is supervised by somebody who's paid, but his job is to make sure there's food there all the time. The rest are volunteers. And then the sermon is performed mostly by ragis who are professionals. They come from outside, from India, from other parts of the country, and there's 1 hour slots usually for them to perform. Sikhs believe in only one God.
Okay.
That God is almighty. His powers are completely limitless. He's always been there forever. You can go back billions of years. God was there as he is today. Somebody did ask Guru Nanak, he said, how big is God? What are the limits to his powers? And the Guru said, well, we can never know the answer to that. It's like a little fish trying to find out how big the world's oceans are, how wide they are, how deep they are. It's simply too small to be able to do that. When you look at ourselves, look at the whole universe, look at the stars, planets, galaxies that you see around in the universe. And the Guru said there are literally billions upon billions of galaxies, stars, planets. They go forever in every direction. There is no limit to them.
Sikhism is the 5th largest religion in the world, with a population of up to 30 million worldwide. There are an estimated 20 million followers around the world and nearly 500,000 Sikhs in the UK.
Langar is available for everyone, Sikhs, non-Sikhs. Anyone can come and eat here. In fact, you can't have a Gurdwara without a langar. Every Gurdwara in the world will have langar. The very small Gurdwaras will serve langar once or twice a week, perhaps, but the big ones like this serve langar all the time. I'm sure you're aware, the Golden Temple in Amritsar, that's got the biggest kitchen in the world. God is your mother and father, and therefore it follows that we are all God's children. So when someone comes here for langar, we must see them as a child of God. And we don't look beyond that to see he's a different caste, he's a different religion, he's from a different country. None of that matters. All that matters is that you're a child of God, and we look after you on that basis. If we can love you as God's child, then we are doing well. And that is why everybody is welcome to have langar here, to visit the Gurdwara. In fact, when the 4th Guru was designing the Golden Temple, he said that I'm keeping 4 doors, 1 on each wall, to send a message to the world that everybody is welcome from all 4 corners of the earth. Nobody is excluded from the Sikh temple. Golak is it's a little box that you can put money in to donate, but langar is not dependent upon the golak. Langar is independent of that. You can come and eat for free, whoever you are. Just have a full meal, eat as much as you want. You can ask for more if you want, as many times as you like, and then just walk away. In the kitchen, you have one person who is overall in charge, but the rest are volunteers. Yes, even in the washing up area, they're all volunteers. Yes, the Guru recommended that you must help the poor. In fact, Guru Nanak taught us three things that we must do. The very first thing is that you must earn a living. He didn't approve of a nun type or monk type lifestyle. He said you must earn a living. But because if you think about it, if you choose not to work, you still have to feed yourself, you still have to clothe yourself, you still have to have a place to live. So how are you going to pay for all that? If you beg for the food from someone else, then the problem is that someone else has to earn money before he's able to help you. So why should you pass on that responsibility to a third person? You must support yourself. It's the very first thing you want us to do. The second is to have God in your mind all the time. Keep you nice and soothed all day long. And thirdly, you must help others as much as you can. Look after others. If someone needs help, don't just stand by. You must help them. So langar is a way of doing that, where we all contribute towards the materials of the food, as well as helping out in making the food, etc. And at the same time, making sure nobody goes hungry in the area. So langar is all important. And also, it served the purpose of stressing equality, that everybody is equal. Everyone sits on the same platform and eats. There's no high or low. Humanity is all important. Everybody sits together. Particularly, the first Guru stressed about equality, and also equality between men and women. Because in those days, you can imagine 550 years ago, there was no equality between men and women. But the Guru said that's wrong. Men and women are completely, utterly equal. And actually, if you think about it, no man can stand before his mother and say, "Mom, I am superior, you are inferior because I'm a man, you're a woman." I'm sure no man could say that to his mother. And just like a bird needs two wings to fly, it can't fly on one wing. Seva and Simran are two wings which you need to fly up to God, you could say. Seva is selfless service to others, where you don't want anything in return. You help somebody out of the goodness of your heart. Yes? Now, Simran is remembering God in your mind. Now, on Simran, just like you look at a mother with a child, actually I think the way to think of it is, if you think of God as your mother and father, if I want you to feel happy right now, all I have to say to you is think of your mom and dad. Yeah, it makes you feel nice, happy. Sitting in your mom and dad's lap, the love you feel, the security you feel can't be matched anywhere else. So if you can do Simran and Seva at the same time, that gives you those two wings which a bird needs to fly.